You know we stay swishing, 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 swishing. Rise up, stay swishing, 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 swishing. Willing every jumper with a flick of wrist. Never a doubt, a fear, a miss. Anyone sleeping on my shots get fits. Cause every shot through nets, through rips. Cars, hearts, darts, rewards, smarts, sharks.
And we're live. Not really.
We're not live, not too much. Not too much. Welcome all in to episode 21 or 2.
I don't remember. We had a little break. Couple things going wrong. I had the virus pretty much twice in the last month, so been recovering, lost my voice, had a bad cough. Now, as of this recording, I'm dealing with an ankle sprain, supposedly. But,
yeah.
So that's why I probably look a little bit less elevated than release.
He's basically leaning his foot up, so don't judge. I'm sure people don't really care too much about how we look. I'm trying to get close to the microphone because I'm distant. But here we go. This is a new episode. A lot has gone on in the last few weeks.
Speaking of distant, Mike Brown has went distant with the Kings.
They separated from each other now. So now the Kings have to find a new permanent coach.
Do they need a permanent coach?
Are you serious?
Or can they go with a temporary
It's not
coach?
up for... No, they eventually have to find a permanent coach.
I think they're going in tank mode.
It might be a little too much for that. They're not that far off of playing, so why would they tank?
Doug Christie.
Former Nick.
Former King.
Former Nick.
Can he establish a more three-point traditional offense as opposed to the Kings' repertoire of being mid-range and inside the paint mainly?
No, I don't think that's his main goal. I think his main goal is to get wins. What they need, what I really want to say is they need a lot more than 3-point. They need defense.
I don't think they have the team for defense.
Stay tuned for some trades.
Okay, why did the coach bench Herter? They were doing well with Herter in the starting lineup just a couple years ago, maybe a year and a half ago.
Last year.
I think they benched him last year at some point. But they need shooting in their starting lineup. It's so obvious. I mean, you can't really bench DeRozan because of politics. Can't really bench Keegan Murray because he's gonna get mad eventually.
Because he's the future.
Who can they? I mean, they're starting Keon Ellis at times, and I saw
Monk.
Monk and Jay Crowder. Mostly Monk starting. I mean, Monk can get threes, but I don't know if you could call that his game.
He's a lot more than just a 3-point threat there. I would say, like I mentioned before, they need a lot more defense. Watch out for some trades. I could really see Fox and Sabonis being moved.
As I said to start the year, the Kings will not make the playoffs, and the Spurs will. My genius
Not
continued.
too much! Not too much!
You doubted me.
Not too much.
You said the
Spurs,
Kings are going to have a top offense.
No, the Spurs are not in it.
I said the Spurs will make the play-in and eventually make the playoffs.
No, not too much. They're not in
I
yet.
am a genius.
They're not in. Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Not too much. All right. Yeah, the Kings have let me down. The season's not over yet. Maybe the coaching switch helps, but also there could be a chance of some key acquisitions that change their fortunes. You never know.
They don't have any cap space, and that would involve.
Trade Fox and Sabonis, I said. Key acquisitions have to come back because of the salaries.
Ben Simmons?
Not too much. No. Not this time. You guys missed your chance to send him there.
Oh, man. In other news.
There was a trade.
What?
There was a trade today. This is Sunday night as we speak.
Oh, I mean, you could call that a trade, but I don't really know if it's a good one.
Russell returns to the Nets again.
With his high school teammate Ben Simmons, Montverde Academy.
All right, not the point. So Simmons went to the Nets.
The Nets won the trade.
And
the Nets won the trade.
Not too much. The Lakers got Finney Smith and Shake.
The Nets won the trade.
You can't declare that yet.
The Lakers front office is completely horrible.
LeBron asked for Finney Smith.
Why would you not trade Vanderbilt? They don't care about people being healthy. They just traded for DeAnthony Melton. Why didn't you trade Vanderbilt? Why did you trade
Maybe because they want him. Relax.
Why did you trade a non-positional guy back? Why did they trade two guards when they need more ball handlers? Why did they trade for a lackluster three-point threat when they need shooters? And they traded one away in D'Angelo Russell.
Russell's been bad.
What is the Lakers doing?
Connect.
He does not connect the pieces.
Connect is coming to his own now. Connect time.
The Lakers have flopped.
No, not yet.
They will not make the playoffs because of this trade.
Can't say that yet. We don't know what's coming.
I'm predicting. That is what I do. I predict. I am the Marshall.
Not too much. Not too much. Stop copying things. All right. Anyway, so that's a couple of the new things that we've witnessed here into the realms of possibilities of the NBA rumor mills. Not too much things happening with the Jimmy Butler situation. Is he going to be traded before the deadline? Our thoughts ahead.
Pat Riley is a pretty honest man. He said he's not going to trade Jimmy Butler. I believe him.
Do you have any reasons to back that up?
I just said Pat Riley is an honest man. I believe him.
That's weak. All right. So my standpoint is Jimmy Butler will force his way out because the Heat suck. It's time for him to move on. He's not going to re-sign. I think Pat Riley is trying to build up leverage, as he usually does, and he will try to snipe him off for some good pieces. Say less.
What if they trade him in the offseason?
He's a free agent, isn't he?
Sign and trade. Oh, wait, no, he has a player option. He has a player option. Does that change your thoughts? I've already researched this. You don't have to look at me. I already know it's factual.
Does not change anything.
All right.
He's gone!
The Nets won the trade.
No, not. We're already past that. Not too much. All right. So next topic on the trade market thrills. Is there another big name that is set to be moved?
Do you consider Cam Johnson a large?
No. Neither is Cam Thomas.
Do
That's
you
just
consider
Nets
Zach
netsing.
LaVine a major piece?
I'm tired of talking about Zach LaVine trades. Next.
I mean, the way the cap situation is, I don't think anyone could really trade for a big.
The answer is Julius Randle.
Why?
Is he going to be traded before the deadline? Mr. I predict him. You said it yourself.
I mean, the only trade that makes sense is sending him to Brooklyn for Cam Johnson. I mean, that would help the Timberwolves spacing a little bit more. Yeah, Cam Johnson is more of a professional scorer as opposed to Randall, in my opinion. I know that sounds weird, but I trust Cam Johnson making buckets over Randall. I don't know about you.
No. And that's coming from a UNC guy who watched him in college, watched him mature. Obviously, I don't care for him too much on the Nets, but Randall is by far a better scorer, more professional than you would say, especially when we talk about in the paint. In the paint.
My definition of professional scorer is a efficient scorer that could give you 20 on efficient shooting. 20 plus, I should say. Not someone who chucks shots and eventually gets up to 20.
You might want to look at his numbies. That's what I thought.
That's just my opinion. I am not a pro shot chucker type of person.
Neither is he.
I like players that play with class and know how to play the game and share
Halliburton.
Share the ball. Yes, Halliburton.
Not him.
He is him.
He's not.
You haven't learned.
Not too much. He's not that good.
He just beat you last playoffs.
It's in the past. Anyway, so I do think Randall will be considered as a good chipping block away for some teams.
Chipping block?
Yeah, he's someone they want to look at in the block.
Chip.
In the block?
Chipping.
The block.
Chipping block?
Shipping block.
You said shipping.
Shipping, yeah.
Chipping.
Shipping.
Chip.
Shipping.
Now you're switching your word.
No. No, you're making things up. So expect him to be moved.
Speaking of expected, the Sixers are rolling again.
Not too much.
Big wins against the Celtics, Spurs.
Spurs are not a playoff team.
Yes, they are. I've already said this.
No, they're not yet.
Question, if you're the 8th seed, are you a playoff team?
No, you're a play-in.
Traditionally, they're a playoff team.
Not too much. Not too much. This is not traditionally. I said, are they a playoff team? Not so fast. They must make it first.
I don't even know, how I'm going to do this, but we've missed several weeks of Dimer of the Week. I'm not exactly sure how to give this out.
Dimer of the month. Practically. Except for, 2 episodes.
Dimer of the month. That's a huge... That's hard to give out. I'm going to have to come back to this one.
So, what do we talk about then?
What about the NBA ratings?
Alright. So, There was this nice little graphic I saw. It was basically saying, if you want the ratings, you must put on the Knicks.
Coming from a Knicks fan, obviously.
No, I did not post it myself.
The Knicks...
They had the most viewers on a Christmas Day game.
Is that
the most viewers? The most viewers.
Is that because of
the
the
most
Knicks?
viewers?
Or is that because of Wemby?
No, the most viewers.
Is that because of Wemby or the Knicks?
Well, do you know whose previous record they broke? Their own! Knicks and Bucks from 2021.
I think that the ratings are mostly because of Wemby.
No. Why is it Knicks both times?
That's too...
Not too much!
That's two
Not
different teams.
No. 2021 Knicks.
That's two different teams.
Why is it the Knicks both times? You want ratings? You put on the Knicks. We show up. We don't duck smoke.
Are you sure that doesn't have to do with the game times?
Game.
We are not sponsored. Obviously, the Knicks had the early game, I guess you could call it, the noon game. They usually do.
Eastern Standard Time.
They usually do have the early games just because it's usually in New York.
Because they have the best arena.
Because Christmas and New Year's tends to be celebrated more in New York. You got the parades. You got the stars showing up to the Garden. Obviously, you want that attention if you're the NBA.
Well, the only stars that really showed up were Wemby and Mikal Bridges.
That says a lot about your team.
No, I'm saying they didn't show too much of the so-called celebrity stars. Take that, Mr. Stars. At least our guys show up. They play games.
I mean, injuries are real. You can't say they're fake.
How come Mikal doesn't miss games when he's hurt? There's no answer to it.
Has he ever been seriously hurt? Like if you...
Yes.
Just for example, what I did today. There's no way Mikal Bridges could play on what I have right now.
You don't know that?
It is extremely difficult to run with this type of injury. Which is a sprained ankle or whatever I have. Fractured ankle, I don't know.
You can't speak yet because you don't know what it is, so say less.
But I'm telling you right now, and this is the first injury I've had, so it's kind of weird to experience it for the first time, but there is no way he could play a game like this.
My response is I played with sprained ankles before. If that's all it is, yes, he can.
Sprain.
No, I've had bad sprains too.
There's
It's called tape. You tape it up nice and good and you get out there and play.
Tape it up?
Yeah. Athletic tape.
That's not going to work for a full game.
It does. Tried and true. You can tell who's played games and who hasn't.
I don't know about that.
Because you haven't done it. Say less. People want to hear expertise, not educated guessing.
It's not educated guessing if I'm experiencing it.
You also don't know what it is. So if you say simply a sprained ankle, yes, you
What
can
if
play
he
on...
fractured his foot? There's no way you could play on that.
Probably not.
So that's what I'm talking about. He's never had a serious injury to where he had to miss a game or two. Or if he does, he suits up for a minute and then subs himself out. That, in fact,
a couple
is
times.
Breaking the law.
No, it's not.
Breaking the law.
Not too much. Stop copying. We don't want copyright.
I'm not copying. I'm saying he's breaking the law.
Not too much. All right. We've stalled long enough. Where is your timer of the month?
All right. So here's my thinking on this. Timer of the month should go to a consistent player who hasn't really been out very often, if at all. I'm gonna give it to someone new this time. I mean, I don't think I've repeated anyone yet.
Forrest.
I gotta do it just because his team's one of the best right now, and he's cooking. And with Luka out, he catapults into the MVP talks even more. Can you guess who it is by now?
Kyrie Irving.
No, Shea Gilgeous-Alexander.
What?
Dimer of the month.
What?
I mean, he's been consistent throughout. Doesn't really get hurt. I mean, that's the type of player you want in your organization.
So, what you're telling me here is that he is a point guard.
He's a guard. What does it matter?
I don't understand your awards.
It's Dimer of the month.
Okay, so he's a point guard.
He's a facilitator. Playmaker.
Point guard!
He's a playmaker.
Point guard!
Dimer does not only mean point guard. How many times do I gotta tell you this?
So you could have gave it to any player, including Cat.
I don't consider him a facilitator or playmaker.
Oh!
He's a score first player. He's not a passer.
Have you seen his assist numbers?
I don't.
Oh, he doesn't know. 4 to 5 assists a night.
All right. So
At the center position. At the center position.
if I was going
at
that
the center
route,
position.
I would have went Joker if I was going that route.
All right. But I was just saying you could put anyone then, if that was the case.
Yeah, but I tend to sway towards guards because it's a lot harder to play make when you have to see over people.
Maybe.
It is. It's proven.
All right. What if they have a smaller guy on them too?
I mean, that's going to happen, but if you're 7 foot, you could see over the people guarding who you want to pass to.
Yeah.
So that's my thinking on that.
Yeah. All right. So, in the meantime, enjoy this beautiful commercial while we set up. Ready to roll! Ready to roll! Coming off a 3-0 in a week, your number one fantasy advisor, Mars Fire! I got your 3 best waiver wire pickups for the week. I'm directing you to pay me. Pay me, pay me, pay me. No, number one advisor of the year last year. The champion himself, fantasy, Mars Finer. Go to marsfiner.com. 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 $69. 3 best waiver wire pickups. Favorite number. Favorite position. Marsfiner.com. Pay me. Alright, so obviously we can see that we're now on this screen. You know the segment time. It is Mars Finers Waiver Wire of the Week. Dramatic pause.
Presented you by
MarsFiner.com, MarsFiner.com, MarsFiner.com. Not a real website.
All right, so
Let me start off by saying
let me start off.
you are not hijacking.
I am the genius.
No. Not too much. So we take a look. This happens to be our league. Now, if these same guys are available, My selection this week.
Are you doing a keeper or a selection?
My waiver wire selection will have to be, if he's available, Rui Hachimura. That is my waiver wire of the pickup. Make sure you're paying me the $69 for the 3 best.
As you watched last week, or a couple weeks ago, I should say, he failed you in his pickup, so listen to the real genius.
Look who's in third.
Scoot Henderson is the guy you want long term.
I said waiver wire of the week.
Scoot Henderson.
We're not talking long term.
I'm talking next week, the next week, the next week, the next week.
He's trash.
Scoot Henderson is who you want.
You're going for the flash in the pan numbies. Check before the Christmas. The numbies are bad. You want to follow expertise. You take the correct pick. The guy who's going to average you more, even though there was a trade on his team. Take
for the same position.
The numbies.
For the same position.
The numbies. Finney Smith is not going to start.
That they traded for him to start.
Not too much. They did not.
I guarantee they're going to try it.
Finney Smith is garbage. Who the heck wants him?
I told you the Nets won the trade. The Nets won the trade.
I also don't think Russell's that great.
Lead GM fails again.
So do the Lakers ever have an opportunity to get better?
They always screw it up, so probably not. They just traded away draft capital for a downgrade.
Take a look at this guy.
Do you want him in your fantasy waiver wire?
No. This is my point. He's not going to start.
He is mostly known for defense, so maybe if they need defense, he could possibly slide in for defensive reasons. He's not going to score very many fantasy points. Oh, also, if this guy is in your waiver wire,
We only do one.
Justin Champagny.
They got to pay me. Pay me.
If he is available.
Pay me. I will not give any further advice. You give out too much for free, they will take advantage of you.
I'm here to spread genius. I'm not here to make money. Listen to the real genius. I don't need any monetary donations.
Listen to the... Alright, so we're back into the mode of talking about key things that are going on in the NBA. It was fun to do a call-in show for a couple episodes. We may do more of those in the future, of course. Today we will not be doing that because of circumstances, and also to get back to reality and what the people as a general public desire.
Do you guys want to see the footage of me spraining my ankle?
Not really. Not a fun scene.
We don't have any footage of that, unfortunately.
Oh. I kind of did want to see it. I wasn't there, people.
He dodged again.
There was no dodging. It was called I was not available. We don't duck smoke. No duck smoke on this pod.
Going through stuff like this, you start to realize how NBA players feel when they're going through stuff like this, and obviously I have it pretty easy compared to other injuries.
I've had 2 of them. Major ones.
I'm hopeful that I do not need surgery, which I probably won't. But I've seen McCain go through surgery on his vlogs. It does not look fun.
Actually, quite is.
I'm not good with needles, and unfortunately, they do a lot of that.
Needle? What are you talking about? It's just one.
Well, I guess, yeah, for the medicine, but...
No, it's not medicine. It's the thing that makes... They put the IV bag in you, and at least they did for me, and they put you to sleep.
Yeah, and it's not a good sight when you see someone that's completely out of it. And
I thought it was funny.
I don't know. I don't find joy in that.
I thought it was funny afterwards when he was on the bed.
Who's he?
McCain.
So you watched it. So you watched it.
It was on one of the pods I was watching.
Why is that funny though? Obviously he's in intense pain, but he's like the medicine is kind of kicking in.
Yeah, I'm sure that's what it was.
What are you trying to do? Get canceled?
Not too much. Not too much. I'll stop there. I'm not allowed to discuss certain circumstances.
Anyway, my point was you start to realize how NBA players don't have it all that well when they have to deal with injuries. You start to feel bad for players who've been through many injuries. I am surprised that you don't feel bad for the same reasons, considering you've been through worse than me. You don't really have any feelings for players that go through major injuries and have to deal with the recovery process and mental stuff that goes with it.
Feelings? What the heck are you talking about?
You don't feel for them?
Sure, I mean, I don't wish it upon them, but they are professionals that are getting paid hundreds of millions in their career. Injuries come with the territory. Now, obviously, it does suck as someone who's went through an ACL tear, had the surgery for that, worked my way back off of that.
Why do you
I
call...
also had a tarsal coalition on the right foot as well, worked my way back still, and that's still like scarred up and all, of course. But at the end of the day, these are people getting paid to deal with this stuff. I got zero.
So why do you call them a wuss for dealing with this stuff?
Well, one, I don't call someone a wuss for missing a game with ACL tears. I call them for slight little things that they sit out for.
OG, grab the mic.
MSG.
OG.
That's also a topic we missed in these past few weeks. OG Ananobi grabbing the mic from Alan Hahn of MSG Networks. OG decided that he wanted to talk into the mic directly himself by holding it. I condone it. They even purchased him his own, and he didn't want to take it then.
He learned his lesson. You never grab the mic. Give me a back.
You always grab it. No diddy.
This guy's trying to get canceled every episode.
Not too much. Not too much. But anyway, it's been a great season so far. Despite what the ratings may tell you, I've enjoyed the Knicks, especially as a Knicks fan. I'm starting to see the collaboration between the two stars, and the rest of the pieces fall in line, including McHale. He is looking amazing. There was no broken jump shot anymore.
He had one good game.
He's had several good games now. He is back to his original forms of making shots.
Speaking of... You said original form? His form doesn't look very original. It looks like he tweaked it. Speaking of tweaking forms, Caleb Martin is another player that tweaked his form. Actually, I don't know.
He has a hitch in his shot.
I don't know if he tweaked it or a shoulder injury messed it up, and he has pain in it.
He has a hitch.
He's starting to get his shot back. Obviously,
He still has a hitch.
There's still a little hitch in there, but he had that in his Miami days.
He's trash.
As I've watched highlights recently, I'm like, wow, he actually did have that.
So in other words, he can't shoot.
In other words, it is a long-term issue that I don't think is going to be solved
overnight
in the near future.
Well, combatant for this, McHale actually is shooting the same kind of way he was
at Villanova, so it was the original. Not too much.
Now, we are bringing back a segment.
Huh?
Are you surprised?
Yeah, I wasn't expecting anything.
Guess who?
Oh boy, it's been a minute. My champion indoors. All right, I think
Current edition.
All right, let's go.
I already have a player.
East or west? All right, so east,
No.
west,
Yes.
Pacific, California teams.
Yes.
Lakers,
No.
Clippers,
No.
Kings.
Yes.
Is he a center?
No.
Is he a wing?
No.
Point guard.
Can be.
So he's a guard.
Yeah.
Has he been a starter for over 2+ years?
No.
Keon Ellis.
Yes.
Woo! He's back.
That was too many questions. You should have.
That is how you play Guess Who? The best. Are we doing a round 2?
Do you want me to do another player?
Yeah, that was too easy.
Got it.
East.
East.
What?
East. Yes.
All right. Atlantic teams. That'd be the Nets, Knicks, Raptors, Sixers, Celtics. I just named all the teams.
I didn't hear my team in there.
Nets, Knicks, Sixers, Raptors, Celtics.
No.
So no. Tell me the answer correctly instead of alluding to something. Central.
No.
So it is the Southeast.
Yes.
Miami.
No.
Orlando.
No.
Crap, who else is in it? Hawks.
Yes.
Center.
Yeah, I would consider him a center.
Power forward / center.
Yeah.
Let's check. Onyeka Okongwu.
No.
Damn it. Is it someone who's been in the NBA longer than 10 years?
Let me make sure of this. It's probably close. This is the player.
Don't show it to me.
I guess he's more of a 4 than a 5, but you could play the 5.
What kind of answer is that?
I'm just giving you like a better.
Has he been in the league 10+ years?
Would you wait? Okay, he's been in the league. Yeah, I would say 10 plus.
It's either yes or no.
3, 7. Yeah, 10 years. Would it help if I told you he's 31 years old?
I kind of imagined that. Someone who plays the 4.
He's been on other teams. You could ask about that.
John Collins!
No.
Damn it.
He doesn't even play for the
Oh,
Hawks.
whoops. I meant the Jazz. Whoops. I'm kidding.
Don't cut that. That was a terrible guess. You seem to forget about this player. Why don't you ask about the other teams he was on?
Was he ever a Sixer?
No.
Nick.
No.
How many teams? Oh, no, I meant to say, has he played for 2+ teams?
Yes.
How about 5?
Exactly 5. Big hint, this is his first year with this current team. So he wasn't there last year or any years before that. You're gonna hate yourself when you hear this player's name. It's not that obscure. He's just... I'm giving too many hints at this point.
I'm blanking out.
He's dealt with injuries in the past that maybe made you forget about him.
Uh-oh. This doesn't sound so good. Can I quit?
You give up?
I can't think of it. Thaddeus Young.
Larry Nance Jr.
Really?
Larry Nance.
That's who it is?
Yes.
Crap, forgot.
I told you. I told you forgot about him.
No, it's not that I forgot about him. I just forgot what team he was on. All right, my turn. Let's do 2, and then we'll close it out. So today we got a current edition player for you, and give me a couple minutes to couple seconds to decipher the player I am going to select. And
Is it cheating if I leave the standings open?
No. I'm trying to think of a quality player here I could stump you with. Who do I know? Who do I? Ah, okay, I got one.
Do you know any other players besides Knicks players?
I got one!
All right, West.
Yes.
California teams.
You mean the Pacific?
Yes.
You have the standings open, right?
Yeah.
I believe it's Northwest. Could you pander to it?
OKC, Denver, Minnesota, Portland, Utah.
My accusation is correct.
Portland.
Wrong.
Utah.
Correct.
You could keep the mic, by the way.
Okay.
I'm
Keeping it.
Is he a guard?
No.
Forward.
You could call him that.
Has he played in the NBA less than 3 years? Do you want to just use my phone? I already have it up.
Hold on, people.
Bryce Sensabaugh.
No.
All right, so he's might have been in the NBA 3 years, is what you're thinking. So
Slow down. Slow down. Wait for the answer.
my head is going towards Taylor Hendricks.
Absolutely wrong.
Wait. Is he a forward?
You could call him one of those.
It's a yes or no answer.
He has another position.
Can he also play center?
Correct.
Walker Kessler.
Wrong. Not a forward.
Mika Potter.
Correct.
Of course.
4 years played. You 3 years. You kept naming guys who were like freshmen and sophomores. 1 or 2 years, or 3.
I said 3 years or less.
It was more. I said more.
I didn't hear that.
You jumped the gun.
I still got it.
You jumped the gun.
I still got it.
Yeah, because you didn't know the answer. All right.
I
You
still
guess
got
like
it.
he guesses names instead of actually trying to.
At least I know the players.
He guesses names.
At least
he
I
guesses names.
At least I know all the
He
players.
guesses names. You
You can't
names.
stump me.
You guess
Try to
names.
stump me. More obscure than Micah Potter.
All right. Hold it.
He has to do research. The other hand, I don't have to do research. The genius. The real genius is right here with the mic.
You kidding me? I'm trying to get all the facts up.
So why can't you think of a player right now?
Not too much.
You don't know any obscure players in the league?
It's not too much. Trying to think of a good one. You said I can't stump you.
Is Amoni Bates still in the Cavs? Or is he's probably on the
so.
G League?
Oh my god, I got one.
I gotta
Go!
I gotta think of obscure. East.
Wrong. You don't look at the phone, you cheater.
I'm not. Pacific.
What?
Pacific Division in the West.
Wrong.
Southwest.
Correct.
Dallas.
Wrong.
Houston.
Wrong.
San Antonio.
Wrong.
Oklahoma City.
Wrong division.
What other teams are in the Southwest?
That's Northwest.
What?
Thunder Northwest.
They're in the South, though. What are the other teams?
There's a team you didn't name yet.
Phoenix?
Wrong.
I don't...
They're Pacific, I believe.
They're not in California.
It's not just California teams.
Memphis?
Wrong.
Who am I missing?
There's one team. Like I said, the Thunder are in the Northwest.
You can't just tell me that one team. Give me my phone.
God damn it, there's one team left.
I don't know the team.
You named all the West teams. Let's go. Who didn't you name?
There's a whole nother division.
You named, look, obviously.
New Orleans.
Correct, Mr. Slowsby.
Is he a forward?
Hold on, let me get him back up. I must see if he's considered, because he may be multiple positions, in other words.
Crap, I haven't watched many Pelicans games this year.
We got him, guys. We got him. He's listed as something else.
Is he a guard?
Wrong.
Center?
Correct.
What the? Center for the Pelicans.
Bum, bum, bum. Bum.
He's been in the league longer than 5 years, right?
When did that come about? Because that is wrong.
Has he been in the league for less than 3 years?
Correct.
Is he a rookie?
You could call him that.
Yves Missy.
Wrong.
I really thought I had it there.
Very wrong.
Crap. This is not good for the brand.
Stumped.
So you could call him a rookie. Has he been drafted?
Yes.
Holy crap. Who am I forgetting about? Pelicans. There's no way he's listed as a center.
He's listed as a center. You guys can look it up after.
Does he play rotational minutes?
Define rotational.
10 plus minutes.
No.
So this guy doesn't play often. He was drafted.
Correct.
Everyone I'm thinking about is a forward.
He is not a forward.
You don't have to answer that.
You could give up too.
Man, is he of color? Of African descent?
Doesn't look like it.
This is really bad.
Stumped.
I give up.
Carlo Matkovic.
I don't think I was getting him.
He was drafted 2022. That's why it was. You could call him a rookie. First time in the NBA this year, though.
No one knows that guy.
Carlo Matkovic. Played in 5 games.
That's cheating.
He's on the roster.
That's cheating.
He's on the roster.
That's cheating.
He's on the roster.
You can't do that.
I just did.
At least I gave you a player that plays.
He played.
Larry Nance plays rotational minutes.
He played.
That's what you have to do to stump me.
Whatever it takes, folks. Like I said, I was digging in the crates for it. Now, we get into the world of silly.
Wait, we didn't talk about something.
Before that, have your mic back.
We didn't talk about Christmas.
We did the 25 days.
The 25 days has paid off. I have received a De'Aaron Fox jersey in exchange for... There is no exchange. It's Christmas.
Are you saying De'Aaron Fox is getting traded?
I'm saying the 25 days has been paid off. How was your Christmas?
Same as yours.
Did you enjoy your Knicks win?
Absolutely.
Did you enjoy your Sixers win?
Did you?
I enjoyed the Sixers win. Celtics fans did not like the fact that we won, and they're saying that we were celebrating as if it was a playoff win. Obviously, as you know, we haven't had our team together very often, so maybe it felt like something extra, but I guess people aren't used to that being in Philly.
Extra, extra. Read all about it. And we close the show with the world of silly. What do we have to talk about in the world of silly today?
I'm the
No.
cat.
No. He's a bad dog. He goes all out. He's that dog. Dog. The dog is OG Ananobi. Did we all see that coming from your toesies? Watch those toes, because he's knocking the ball out of your palms and hands. OG Ananobi. OG Ananobi. He is that dog. He is that dog. He's a dog. The dog in the... Not too much.
All right, Diamond Release signing out.
Like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share.